So you've probably heard the saying, you are what you eat, but the truth is we are what we digest, absorb, and utilize at the cell level. And I'm going to be showing that today in a little demonstration that we like to call the pudding test. And we've been doing this test for over 20 years, and it's wowed and amazed thousands of people at this point. And it's just a demonstration about why it's so important to digest our food so that our body can utilize the nutrients that are in our food. And so we went out and got the most processed food in the world, probably chocolate pudding. And the issue that we face with our food these days is that when we eat processed or cooked foods like this pudding, the enzymes are not present. And you've seen this if you've ever taken a raw apple and taken a bite out of it and then left it on the table for a while. That apple will start to rot and decompose. And really, what's happening is that the enzymes that are present in that apple are digesting the apple itself. And so I'm going to use our best selling formula for over 20 years, the Optimal One Digestamine formula, which contains plant enzymes and probiotics that are meant to reintroduce those enzymes back into your gut so that you can break down your food. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this processed food, 2 puddings here. I'm going to crack 2 of them open, and like any good scientist, I'm going to use one as a control group and the other one as our test subject. And I'm going to show you just how effective this formula is at breaking down food. And so I'm going to take just a couple capsules of this Optimal One Digestamine. And we recommend taking 1 to 2 capsules before every meal. If I know I'm about to eat a real heavy meal, I'll usually do 2 capsules. If I'm eating good, healthy raw foods, I'll take 1. But I'm going to empty these 2 capsules into our test subject pudding over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and treat both pudding cups the same and simulate what we call peristaltic action. So when we eat food, if I was to eat this chocolate pudding right now, my stomach would go through a physical digestion process where it would churn the pudding and try to physically break it down so that then it could be broken down even further and utilized. And the issue with this processed food is the body's getting no help from enzymes because there are no enzymes present. So here's my stomach churning this pudding. And you can see I'm really doing a whole lot of nothing here through this physical digestion. In fact, I just made it look kind of ugly, really. I'm going to throw that away. And then I'm going to simulate that same peristaltic action in the pudding where we reintroduce the plant enzymes. I'll try to stir them equally here. I didn't have a timer on or anything, but I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it's already starting to break down. But this is the true and really sudden and immediate power of those natural plant enzymes in the Digestamine formula. So I'm going to throw this spoon away also. Try not to make a mess. And as you can see, just in that short amount of time, we have our control pudding, which did not have any enzymes. And if I'm to dump that out, nothing happens, okay? Whereas the pudding where we reintroduce the plant enzymes is almost completely liquid. And so this will help your body digest that food better because it's now at a more absorbable level. And what we've seen is that we've been able to prove this through blood work, that food is better digested when you take your Digestamine formula before you eat a meal. So take your Digestamine formula with every meal. You will not regret it. It'll remove all that gas, bloating, indigestion, all the symptoms that come with the lack of digestion, hence indigestion. Digest your food. It's so important. Get your Digestamine today.